Good evening, folks. I am Joe Bachman with The Burning is Love. And I know this is my normal Wednesday slot, but I do have town meetings Wednesday night, and I still have some projects I'd like to get finished this week, so I'm going to go ahead and do a Sunday night show. As always, we are part of the Independent Creator Directory, which I'm founder of, but we also support the Rising Tide Broadcast Network that has many great shows all throughout the week. And then also be sure to check out Indie Comics Network and the Madness Comics Network for other great shows. I mean, between all the networks, you can find shows almost any hour of the day. So, special thanks also to Dan Hollifield for allowing us to use his music during these shows. Tonight we are going to start off with, we're going to start off with his One Night Only album. And we're going to play, I think we're going to play Odin on roller skates to start us off. Links to Dan's music can be found on the Independent Creator Directory by going to indiecd.org Good Lord, I run the damn website. You'd think I'd be able to say this properly. indiecd.org/about-Dan-Hollifield. Scroll down to the music section and you will find links to each individual album on bandcamp.com. And with us tonight in the chat, we have the lovely StreamYard that is always there. But for the live people, we do have Carl Witzman here this evening, Donna Carlene, and of course Dan Hollifield. And I'm sure Dawn will probably join us at some point. I know she's actually in a studio right now, kind of playing around on StreamYard. So with that, let me switch cameras and make sure I'm not going to have to change some settings on this Mac real quick. Oh, okay, so the settings must just pertain to that particular camera. So cool. All right. Let's get the wood burner fired up here. So I'm going to do a few cutting boards this evening. The first one here you've seen before. This is the one that has all the various measurements on it to be able to let you know how to convert stuff and what they convert down into. Hopefully, the site that I got this from is accurate, because I didn't think about it until just now. I never actually verified any of these measurements, so hopefully they are somewhat accurate. And for those who were in the green room Friday night, I am still working on sanding down the piece of wood that I was sanding for probably about half an hour in the green room. All because I screwed up on transferring the design over. That's been a nightmare. I need to go out and buy an actual sander again, because trying to hand sand this thing, my elbow was killing me. But these are going to be decorative cutting boards. We'll hang in the kitchen. And let me guess, that's my Facebook notification saying, hey, don't forget to go live. Yep, be ready to start a live video at 5 p.m. Thank you for that 5 minutes after the fact, you useless system. Hey, maybe when they do away with the rooms on the Facebook groups, they'll fix that issue. I doubt it, but wishful thinking. once these are completed and I have them, I am going to add. I'm going to clear coat one of them just to see how it turns out. I think if it's going to be a decorative kitchen item, depending on where it's being hung, it'd probably be best to clear coat the entire thing in literal like top, bottom, front, back, the whole 9 yards. Come on, there we go. That way, if something splatters on it, it can be easily cleaned up. Once I get that done, these will be available for purchase on theburningislove.com for $25. Hopefully everybody is doing well in the chat this evening. I know some of you have seen my posts yesterday on the Independent Creator Directory Facebook page. Be sure to share those out. Not only can it help you this holiday season with getting people to the website and seeing the links to your works, but if your works aren't someone's particular cup of tea, they may still find something that they like from another creator. Okay, this one's going to really require me to do a lot of tip cleaning today. This ink really transferred on well for once. Let's see. The other part is with smaller, I shouldn't say smaller, thinner pieces like this, stuff that's not quite as wide, it's hard to find a spot to comfortably place your hand while doing all these lines. You might as well just sit up here because I might be using you about every third stroke. November 20th, I will be on Grant Lankard's stream. On Grant Draws. It'll be Monday, November 20th, I believe 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Where I'll be talking about the word burning process that I go through. And who knows, that day I may even feel froggy and try and go old school and try to use carbon paper. I don't know why I would hate myself that much, but I might try and do it. Let's take a second here to look at the comments. Carl said he texted Don earlier. Dan says the drawback to this album is that it is actually live jam sessions, no computer. I was playing bass guitar on this album. That's awesome. I still love this album. It's, you know, sometimes live jam sessions are just the best sessions, and can even sound better than the actual music at times. So, um, I do love this album here. And Carl says that it transferred better because of the type of wood. I don't know, because I think this is the same uh, cutting board that I did the other day. I have found that um, I'm what some people would call a hoarder at this point when it comes to wood, because I don't remember when I actually bought the other cutting board that's like this. Um, and even that one transferred pretty well. It seemed like not quite as good as this one did, but I want to say they're the same wood. That is a good question. That's something I'll have to look into. Is if the transfer process does better with different types of wood. And if I still did it with carbon paper, it wouldn't really matter either way. Doing it this way with the acetone just sometimes seems to be really hit or miss. Oh, look at that. I don't get this often. I actually got a bot on Twitter. Huh. Pretty sure the price I could do it for would be even lower than them. And now I gotta look at that design. Okay, that's how. Yeah, very gutsy and talkative for a bot, Carl. Um, Not often that I get those. At least on this stream. Well, I used to do gaming streams occasionally on there. Uh, for a while, I was getting one like pretty much every single time. And we're gonna switch this song over. Let's go to oh, let's do track 5, Lay It on the Line. So, sometime here in the near future, we will be having a special edition of Behind the Code. We do have a new member that signed up. Some of them will know him from Nick's show on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Never mind the furthermore. He goes by the Woke Breaker. He has signed up for NDCD, and once I get his information from him, I will be getting his page set up. And wow, I just totally screwed the pooch on that P there. Wow. And I've been keeping in touch with Amanda Talkert this weekend. Apparently, Big Stompy Robots was a huge hit out at LodgeCon. He managed to draw in a lot of interested players. Yeah, I'm not going to try and do that with this tip. We'll switch over to the ballpoint here in a little bit and come back and hit that. Anyway, yeah, I guess he had a ton of players come over, demo BSR. They fell in love with it. Hopefully he made quite a few sales on it. But I'm sure there'll be a full report tomorrow morning on his show. But if that took off nearly as well as I'm hoping it did for him, it probably helps if I go back to comments if I'm going to look up. If that went nearly half as well as it did as I'm hoping it did for him, I will probably be bringing back Behind the Code on a more permanent basis as I go through to kind of update and modernize the apps some more. And looking at comments, let's see. Carl says Jody McPhee was ranting about them last night. They really bother him. I just say to block them and forget them, but that's me talking about the bots. Yeah, they don't bother me. I just generally overlook them for the most part. It's it just makes me feel special when one of them decides to come in every once in a while. And then Donna says yay on Woke joining. And Carl says we thought about going to that convention today, but it just didn't happen. Yeah, I was hoping to try and make it out there. The cards just didn't fall right with my schedule of wanting to get things done. Man. time I'm done with this piece, I'm going to have to go and buy a new sanding block just to clean the tip with. Oh, and I did finally remember to go through and add my commercials on to this brand, so I'm not having to sit here and look like a fool jumbling between two different brands, just to play little commercial breaks. Let's see. Donna says, after last night, my back wasn't up to much. Yeah, I forgot Carl had mentioned that. How are you feeling, Donna? Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better today. And Carl says, I'm hoping that Callie gets used to the new time change quickly. He wanted me up at 3 a.m. today thinking it was 4. Yeah, best of luck with that. I do believe you may have better odds on hitting the lotto while getting struck by lightning and ran over by a greyhound, but weirder things in the world have happened. We're going to finish this lid on this lovely little jar. I'm going to take a short commercial break so that I can pop my knuckles, pop my neck, and get back into this, because we are looking good so far here, folks. So let's take a short commercial break here. We'll come back with more music from Dan Hollifield, and we will keep on rocking and rolling with first we're going to do a short commercial from Kat Rothermel, followed by one for Aphelion Webzine.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Hi there, my name's Dan Hollifield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Aphelion Webzine. Aphelion has been online since 1997. Since then, we've brought you the very best amateur science fiction and fantasy writing, and given the world at least 100 brand new professional writers from those who have walked through our doorways. So if you enjoy reading, look for Aphelion. That's www.aphelion-webzine.com. A quick Google of Aphelion-webzine will give you everything you want to know, plus 20 years worth of our backlog of files, our archive of stories stretching back until February of 1997. Think of Aphelion as a permanent floating writer's workshop dedicated to helping new writers become proficient enough to become professional writers and best-selling writers. We have over 100 success stories to our name, and if you're an amateur writer, you may be our next triumph. And if you just like to read stories, we've got plenty of them for you. Just come on by and visit. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
All right, and we are back, folks. I'm going to let this tip warm up for just a moment. Get some tunes going back on here. We're going to jump over to Never Bank on a Learning Curve album. And we're just going to jump right into track 1, Atlanta Virtue. And got a few more comments here. Carl says, when I look at BKM StreamYard, wow, he needs to rename some files. Not sure how he finds anything. Nick's is getting to be the same way, which is why the first time I took over for Nick, doing Nevermind the Furthermore one day, and I was trying to find his intro, I sat there for like 2 minutes trying to figure out which one was actually his. Dan says, would you believe the drummer had never heard any of this music before the night we recorded this? Most of the songs were Jim's, but this one is mine. Let's Get Acquainted was a pure jam, however. And that actually refers back to the last album we were playing from, One Night Only. Which, again, check out Dan Hollifield's Indie CD page and definitely get that album from him. And Carl says, cool. Donna says, too tender for back rub today, but hopefully can stand one tomorrow. We'll probably retire after Cryptid Crunch. Alright. What time is Cryptid Crunch, and what network is that on? What channel is that on? I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube, but if someone wants to post that in the comments section there. Also, in the comments, if you could put who does Cryptid Crunch, because I've heard you guys mention that several times. I have yet to actually get to see Cryptid Crunch, but wouldn't mind hopping by there once I'm done with my stream. Yep, and it is now 5:30 because my phone just yelled at me to take my evening metformin, which I'll take care of that when I'm done with this, because I've also got some pot roast heating up in the crock pot right now to munch on once I'm done here. Made a pot roast last night, and once we were done, we just kept it in the slow cooker and popped it back in there this morning. Threw the top back on, set it for keep warm, so it just kind of slowly warmed up all day, and that is going to be dinner. I have stuff for 9.5, don't I? Yeah, about 9.5. Okay. And Dawn has joined us. Because I heard the ping.
Woo! Hi, Donna. Hi, Carl.
Yeah, I heard the ping of you connecting.
Ping. Are you streaming to my account?
No, I set it up. I hit Twitch just out of habit.
Can you only go to 3 or?
Yeah, my account only allows me to do up to 3.
Okay.
But I think, let's see.
Can you edit it?
No, I can't change it now since I'm already live.
Okay. Look at that.
Oh,
About. Okay, so here.
there we go. Save.
So from when I came in, Carl says, "Hey, Dawn," and I said, "About time." I mean, "Hey, Dawn." Sorry, I was in the middle of some stuff.
And I had asked a question about Cryptid Crunch, so that's on at 8 p.m. Central Time on YouTube, back of the cereal box. All right. That's the
What
one
time?
hosted by Willow. Okay. Cool. And Carl gave me the link. Awesome.
Let's see here. What? Oh, it's right there. I do have it on my schedule already. Should probably look at my schedule more often.
Yep.
Carl said, or Dan said, "Yum, pot roast. I need to cook for Lindsay again real soon." Yes, you do. You need to cook for her every night. She deserves it. And Carl said, "We had chili 2 nights too, Joe, the same way." Must have missed that part of the conversation.
Oh, it hit 5:30, so my phone was yelling at me to take my metformin, which you're supposed to take with food. And seeing as I'm in the middle of the stream, I cannot take it right now, nor can I eat right now. But I have, we made a pot roast yesterday in the slow cooker.
Ooh.
Left it in the slow cooker overnight, popped it back in there, and put it on for keep warm.
Hi,
in the
Michaela.
storm. That way it would just kind of slowly heat up all day. And wait, what? The house has smelled great all day.
Oh, I bet. Okay, so Michaela says,
Michaela.
"Hey, friends." Dan says, "Hey, Michaela."
Oh, and Zach's here.
and
hey, Zach.
Wait, where'd Zach go? Oh, I missed that. Hi, Zach. Are you playing? Did you play with your Legos today, Zach? Carl says hello to Zach and Michaela. Dan says, "Hey, Zach." Donna says, "Hey, Michaela." We're just such a friendly, welcoming bunch of people.
And I see that Michaela has a secret.
Oh, what the hell?
That you know what the secret is.
I know. I'm not gonna tell. And Zach was working on Legos. Oh shoot, which one was it, Zach? You have to tell me. I can't remember. It was a Technic for Legos, and they were working on it. Him and, as he referred to, the crazy Korean. That they're gonna probably do that and finish it up next weekend. So it was fun watching you guys do that, though.
Nice.
Zach went to bed at midnight and didn't get out of bed till like 2:30 p.m. even with the clock change. So I guess my body wanted to do nothing today. We all have those days. Mine is finally starting to get back to normal after Colicon. Oh, there we go. Perseverance Mars rover. Thank you, Zach. That's the Lego they were working on.
Very nice.
Oh, and the Vikings won.
I wonder who they play today.
They played the Falcons.
Okay.
Carl said, "You can't take you gals anywhere." Yes, you can. He said, "Was it good to?" Or Zach said, "Was it good to watch? Really different from what we've done the last couple of years back to what we did when we first started." It was fun to watch because you guys were you were chatting, you were learning. It was kind of with Joe's doing. It's like watching something here. And
Yep,
it's
getting a
Legos.
little hot. Let's put that back just a little bit.
And then Zach says, "You're only learning this," to Carl Witzman, about taking the gals anywhere.
Yeah.
I feel targeted.
As you should. Oh.
I'm giving you the stink eye.
Oh, I figured you were.
Okay.
Trust me, I've learned to feel looks without having to look up, just from the pictures I get of my wife on the weekends, so...
Surprised you're able to burn your wood today.
I'm surprised I'm alive still after all these years.
Your wife is awesome. I'm surprised she hasn't taken you out on more than one occasion.
She has, I'm just waiting for it to be a sniper instead of a date.
And Zach is a face blue smiley emoji, except for we can't see it.
Yep. She always says that I will be awake, armed, and facing her. Because, that's going to do me a whole hell of a lot of good.
Oh, I know, that's why I laughed. She can whoop you from... Carl said that my wife is pretty good too. She sat through a bunch of boring psych speakers last night for me. Things you do for love. Things you do for your significant other. You don't always like what they're doing, but you do what you do because it's what makes them happy. Or it's what it keeps them going.
Yep. Alright, we are... Let me mute myself for a second.
Dan asks, why is it the guy who gets back rubs can never seem to receive one? Because I really didn't see you after that because, excuses. And Donna said she wasn't allowed to heckle a Witzman dude, though. I know, that's got to be the hardest part because we're hecklers.
Now, going back to Dan's comment for a second about the back rubs.
Yes.
So, with most of the time, a back rub from a guy to a girl turns into something else. If the guy starts receiving one from the girl and she leans forward and whispers "Happy International Women's Day," clench up. Because it's about to be a rough time. And I now return you to our regularly scheduled comments.
And Michaela said that her word count today so far is, drumroll, 6,006. That's a lot of typing. That's a lot of tappity tap.
That
And Dan says
is.
yay to Michaela. Carl said someone tried to rub his back once and he didn't like it. But it wasn't Dan. You might like it if it's Dan. And Donna is giving kudos. Good going to Michaela. And Michaela, this is not in my world. I'm lucky if I even get the back rub. Well, Michaela, let's not forget I had to go to Dan to get the back rub. And Carl said, wow, I hope all those words are good, Michaela. Yeah, she said, thanks, Donna.
And all you creative folks who are in the chat, don't forget to drop your links. Because I'm busy drawing stuff on here and I can only speak what your links are. Even though I kind of botched that with Dan's at the beginning of the show. And for those who just arrived, I did put several posts on the Independent Creator Directory Facebook page promoting a few of our categories like authors, comic book creators, and musicians, and game designers, actually. For folks to share out and hopefully drum up some business for you guys. Because we're in that part of the year where people are trying to figure out what they're going to get their significant others and all that fun stuff. Alright. Whew. First one is done.
Now, Ted's been kind of questioning what I want for Christmas. I said, I'd like a ring light so when I have to broadcast from the living room, I'm not orange.
So, got a nice little decorative cutting board that can be hung up in the kitchen. And now, we are not doing the second one of those that I had planned. I'm going over this one. Because, good lord.
Carl shared his links on the personal page and one in the humor group. Thank you, Carl.
Yep. Alright, I need... What do I need? Need light on. My little grabby tool thingamabobber. That's the scientific name for it. Grabby tool thingamabobber.
Well, I figured.
So we can pop the hot one off here. This one should be cooled down by now. Oh god, that one still sticks in there. Okay. No. Stay.
Also, they got some clip-on LED lights at Menards. They're not expensive, and I bounced them to take out some of the reflections. I could try that, I suppose.
Yeah.
I have some headlights from when I was running. They might be able to do something there.
I wonder.
Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp. Oh Lord, I'm really old now that I remember what I used to see as a child. LOL. I don't.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Alright, we're gonna pop this burner back on here.
Apparently, Carl knows Lancelot Link. It took him back too. Very nice. Sometimes my younginness comes out.
You're young in this, my young in this too. You know, we will give them a chance to say what that is. And while this burner heats up, we're going to play one short ad.
Oh, by the way, Carl did explain that Dawn, they had live chimps dressed up that lip sync to the actors speaking over them. Okay.
Alrighty.
And Donna said that's a fun show.
And with that, we will serenade you now with the voice talents of Jody McPhee.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
All right, and we're going to jump into track 5 here, WTF, Rednecks Can't Groove.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Why, what's up?
I knocked my bottle of water over. Thank God the lid was on there, but it hit the mouse, and the mouse clicked and was, weird stuff. So, Carl sent a link to watch a Lancelot Link episode.
Okay.
And he thinks he's going to go ahead and post that in the Secret Humor group. And that Donna said, don't forget to mention that Lancelot was a spy.
Ooh. Oh, this is so much more comfortable to work with. Nothing like a large piece of wood to rest your hand on. You
apparently, apparently, I'd been in the bedroom doing stuff in the bedroom with the door closed, and Ted made dinner, and he just opened up the door and went, "Dinner's done." What?
No.
Bless his heart.
Well, go get you some food.
Michaela, by the way, wanted to let us know that if you have a large piece of wood and you just rest your hand on it, you are wasting your talents.
Oh, if I have a large piece of wood, I need to wake up from the dream.
So does your wife. Oh!
No, you're right.
Oh, that was a little too much green room. Carl sent the wrong link. There's the new link. And he's laughing at Michaela about her speaking of a large piece of wood. Now, is it hardwood or softwood?
The answer to that is yes. I am not liking this tip for line work.
Well, I am sorry I gotta hop out so quick. Like I said, I was surprised with dinner, so.
Not a problem. I always appreciate you coming on and helping out with the comments when you can.
I will see if you guys are still on here playing with your wood when we get done eating, and if so, I will be back to harass everybody.
Sounds good. We may see you later then.
Okay. Bye and hi, everybody. Have a great night in case you guys are gone by the time I get back. Okay. Leave studio, not end stream.
Yeah, don't do my mistake. Why is that blurry all of a sudden? That'd be why. Huh. And once this lovely little piece here is done and clear coated and up on the burningislove.com website, this one will also be available for $20. Dan says not last man standing. Yeah, we're getting into some LMS and green room territory there. Carl says, oops, I missed Dawn's leaving while I was pondering the humor group. Those kids. Yeah. Hey, I've been good in the humor group. I even submitted something today. Well, you're gonna burn right there, and you're gonna like it. And anybody who's watching this that is interested in getting into wood burning, at the time of this episode on November 5th, 2023, Walnut Hollow is having a sale on their website for their wood burners, which the wood burners I use here are the Walnut Hollow creative burners. They generally retail, at least they did when I first got them, retail for about $99.99 plus tax if that's a thing in your state. and I do believe their site said they were doing a 35% off. So you can catch one of these for $65 right now. And while you're on their site, I would recommend ordering some of the extra tips. So you have them on hand, and they got a few, a couple of shading tips that aren't included in the kit. There's a couple more they had released. Let's see what we got here. Dan says, I was signing all my autographs last weekend with a calligraphy pen. Looks like what Joe is burning right now. Yep. And then Carl says, I used to do calligraphy hoping it might improve my handwriting. It did. My bank refused to check because the signature didn't match back to the scrawl. Oh. I used to have a fairly nice signature until it was actually retail that ruined that for me. When I was a key holder at Staples, as a key holder, I was occasionally the manager. So I had to do all the normal, morning reports and inventory and all this other stuff. And, first few times it was, signing each report with my full name and, making sure it looked neat. That way, if loss prevention came in and we were audited for some reason, everything was looking good and you could easily tell it was my signature. And then after about the first month of being the opening manager, it turned into first initial, last name. And it was almost like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen online, they'll do a comparison of the U.S. president's signature. And they'll show it at the start of their presidency. And you can kind of see, like, there's been a few where they had, this was the first thing that he signed. Here's a few months in, here's after his first year, and then here's after year 4. And from year 4 on, even if they get elected to a second term, pretty much looks the same, it seems like, on the few that I saw. But you could just see, like, as time went on for that president, there's so much stuff that they were signing every day that finally they're just like, yeah, you know what, screw it. Here's my mark, and, whether you guys like it or not. Oh no. The beer pixies have emptied his drink. Need to go and get that back. And then Carl says I cleaned out the empty bottles from my office today at least. I need to take and remove a bunch of the dead soldiers, as they would say, from my little office area down here. The difference is most of my empties are Mountain Dew bottles and the little the flavored sparkling water bottles. Carl says need to carry up a new bottle for next Friday. Whew. Oh, wow. Both knees just popped. That felt amazing. So I think what we're going to do is I am starving right now, and I wasn't thinking this was going to be a 2-hour stream. I'm going to finish this little wisp here. Bring it down to the A. I'm going to do this little wisp over here under the me. I don't know what possessed me to think I was going to get 2 rather large pieces knocked out in an hour. Especially 2 large pieces that the image actually transferred really well with. Whew. All right. Oh man, I feel my neck starting to tighten up too. So before I switch the camera back, we are still a work in progress, but it's actually looking really good so far. I'm going to try and get this finished up probably later tonight, once I have a chance to eat something. Because like I said, right now I'm starving and did not plan on this being a 2-hour long stream. It's a little after 6 p.m. We'll wrap up with the comments here. Carl says, I was worried that Ted would be upset that Dawn was spending so much time online, but I think he probably likes the Lego time alone. It's good to have hobbies, yes it is. And thank you for the comments there, Carl and Donna. Much appreciated. I think it's looking good too. I'll get this, like I said, probably get this knocked out later tonight, but I can feel myself needing to get something to eat. So, with that, folks, again, check out the Independent Creator Directory at indiecd.org. Check out the music from Dan Hollifield at indiecd.org/about-Dan-Hollifield. For all of our great authors that are here in the chat today, including Carl, Donna, Michaela, Dan, check out indiecd.org/authors. And with that, I hope you all have a great day, and we will see you again soon.